Okay, well, sometimes people ask, okay, when I do intellectual work, I can't meditate because I've got to do the intellectual work. So, or is there a way I can meditate, etc. I'll just share my experience. I think different people will have different experiences, but my experience is that when I do intellectual work, when I do writing, or I'm trying to figure stuff out, I can't implement any kind of formal technique. But what I can do is I can pepper that experience with little moments of practice in life. So what that involves is what I call stop on a dime, okay? It's like, okay, I'm doing this, I've been doing this for an hour, and I really like to keep doing this, but stop on a dime. Now, what's going to happen? Well, maybe everything will be peaceful and formless after 50 years of practice. Just kidding. But probably there will be a Vesuvius called the eruption of past and future. And that will erupt in the see-in, hear-in, feel-in. Probably. So you implement a technique, even if it's only for 30 seconds. You open up completely to that. In those 30 seconds, if you bring the totality of your intentionality to do a quality period of practice, with whatever erupts, then you can actually do retroactive meditation. Now, retroactive meditation is by definition oxymoronic, isn't it? Because it's meditation, mindfulness particularly, is always in the moment, right? Now, how can you possibly retroactively be mindful? But you see, while you were bopping around doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that, all those energies were getting agitated, activated. When you stop on a dime, you only have a couple minutes. But if you really bring your triple A game during those couple minutes, everything that got stirred up in that hour or 2 hours of just ordinary unconscious frenetic activity, it's right there in those couple minutes. And if you can have a complete experience of that, it effectively is the same, it has the same effect on your overall growth pattern as having meditated for those 2 hours. You do it retroactively, but you have to really bring your A game to whatever got stimulated. So when I do things that I just have to do things, where I can't keep a technique going during the thing because I'm just doing the thing, then I pepper it with this stop on a dime, start on a dime. So stop on a dime is you stop the activity, no matter how much you want to keep doing it. Okay, the mindfulness bell rang, I remembered, okay, gotta pepper the day, stop on a dime, and then you start on a dime. Feel in, gone, see out, feel in, gone, see rest, see in, gone, no hesitation. Not, oh, I gotta sit here for 15 minutes and focus on my breath and then I can note what's going on. No, see out, gone. See out, gone. Feel in, gone. Okay? Just start on a dime. No hesitation. Because as, who was that said that? Can't remember right now. It'll come to, Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl said between the stimulus and the response, there is a gap. Therein lies your freedom. In daily life, stuff comes up, and about 3 seconds later, a reaction occurs from you. The degree to which there is mindfulness in that 3 seconds or 2 seconds, therein is measured your freedom. So we want to be able to implement these techniques instantly, because in daily life, 2 or 3 seconds, if you're not Johnny on the spot with mindfulness, the terrorists are in the cockpit. You follow my metaphor? Okay, the lizard brain is going to run the show. And then you look back and it's like, why did I do that? When I could have done this other thing. So if you have to do actions where you just have to do the action and you can't keep a technique going, that's okay. But then pepper it, stop on a dime, stop the action occasionally, start on a dime. Just bring your AAA game, even if it's only for 2 minutes, to whatever got stirred up. In my experience, I don't know what your experience will be, but my experience is that the forces of past and future are what I have to face when I stop on a dime. Mm-hmm. It's like there's this tidal force that says, look back at what just happened. Look forward as to what needs to happen next. So that there's this powerful pull of past and future. Time before and time after. T.S. Eliot has a whole poem about this. Maybe I'll read it next time. Lamenting how everyone lives in time before and time after. Almost everyone. Very few people live in the present.